So the third thing I want to focus on in this boat series is the holes in the boat. So one thing that I'm sort of wanting to focus on is the fact that you can't just that whole, what are you going to do when there's holes in the boat? Scoop out the water or patch up the holes. But the thing is, patching up the holes is just like a band-aid. There's a more temporary there's trying to fight gushing water, which is just scooping out the water instead of just patching it up. But then there's temporary band-aids, just trying to patch up the holes in the boat, when really that isn't going to do much, because not only can the patches fall off, especially when the seas get rough again, but that's just it. It's temporary. What you want to do is actually fill the holes. But a lot of the time, we don't have the tools we need to fill the holes. And every hole might be different sizing, and we will run out of supplies eventually to fill up the holes, so we're going to have to always gather more. And, the thing is, you need to be willing to ask for help, and you need to actually get out of the state of denial to realize that you need to go and look for the tools needed to fill that hole. Get some help if you need to. Get the resources that you need. Ask for the resources. If you don't know how to fill a certain hole, ask for help. Don't just think that it's enough to scoop out the water, and then again, realize that, you can patch it up for now. It's important to patch up the holes to start with, to stop yourself getting any lower down or worsening the situation, but you can't just leave it at that and wait for the next storm to strike. So patch it up to start with, but in the meantime, gather the tools you need. Learn more about how to fill the holes. Ask help. Get some extra hands on the job. More hands makes it much easier to get it done. And I guess my whole thing here is, don't just band-aid the issue, and don't live in denial of ignoring the holes, thinking that the patches are enough, thinking that you already have all you need inside your boat. You might need to stop off for a while and gather the tools you need from shore. Don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to make little pit stops along the way if you need to gather the tools you need and then set off on road again. Because sometimes that is needed, and by patching it up, you're doing yourself a major service, because you're making that last a lot longer than just patching it up and it just bursting again. And sometimes when something bursts for the second time, when it's just been roughly patched up, it can blast a bigger hole and rupture it even more, because like I said in the previous video, you just tackled a certain level of seas, so you can tackle them again. The next one you tackle is going to be of much greater impact. So if you're just going to patch it up lightly, that greater impact is going to take a much relatively larger boomph to the boat. So I got this done in 3. I hope that helps in some way or another. And if there's anything else, just let me know.